Hello and welcome. Today I'm sharing with you this sumptuous recipe of chicken, potatoes and onions stir-fried together in aromatic spices, the best dish ever. So let's get right started with the preparation of ingredients. We're going to be using chicken thighs, boneless and skinless, so just cut those into bite-sized pieces. That's ready, set it aside. Next, we are going to prepare our potatoes. I already peeled and washed them. So you're just going to cut those into bite-sized pieces as well. For this, you could use yellow potatoes, but white potatoes do the job just as well. Set aside. Next, we're going to dice our garlic. Just chop that very finely. You could also crush it. It's okay. Set the garlic aside. Now we're going to prepare our cilantro. This you just chop roughly. It's fine. Include some stalks as well as leaves in there. And I do have the measurements for all of these ingredients, at the beginning of the video. So we have our cilantro ready. Next we are going to chop the onion. We are using the yellow onion here because of its great texture as well as taste, and we are gonna cut it in quite large pieces because we want it to be visible in the dish, and also the crunchiness of the onion should be felt. So you do not want to cut your onion too finely. Okay, so that's ready. Next we are gonna have the spices. We have cumin seeds, rosemary, paprika, salt and some poultry seasoning. Of course, you can switch this out with your own a little bit. We are also going to use some black pepper. So now we are going to season this chicken very lightly and then start cooking. So just sprinkle some salt and black pepper. I'm cracking in fresh black pepper. And then just go ahead and mix that in well. Make sure the seasoning is well incorporated. And then get started with cooking. So we are gonna heat oil in a pan and then add the chicken and just cook it on that side until it browns well. And after it's well browned, you're gonna flip all the pieces. I just prefer flipping one at a time. That way it browns evenly on both sides. This recipe is gonna come out really awesome. It might take some time, of course, to cook it, but when you do it perfectly, it is the best dish. So tasty, just so good. Yeah, so our chicken is now ready on both sides. Of course, it's gonna continue cooking as we add in more things, but for now, we are gonna move on and add our spices. So just pour all of those in and then cook the chicken for about 2 more minutes, just until these spices are well incorporated into it. And then we will add the onions. So yeah, just go ahead and cook these spices in the oil, because when you do that, they also get to release more of their aroma and the dish is just gonna be awesome. So now add in the onions. And just saute those in there as well until they are just softened. But you do not want to overcook the onions because you want that crunchiness to stay. So they are about almost ready. I did saute them for about 3 minutes. And now I'm going to take everything out of the pan. Now it's good to use a pair of tongs to take them out, so that you let the oil stay. That oil is going to season the potatoes well. Next thing we are adding, of course, is our potatoes. And we're going to saute those in that oil. And this is going to take a little bit of time, up to 10 minutes actually. So you're going to cook your potatoes in this pan, cover and let them cook, and then stir again and let them cook more until they are browned and, well cooked through, that is. So I'm gonna season the potatoes with salt and black pepper, and then I did add a little bit of oil. I think at a later stage I did add a little bit of oil, just like a tablespoon, to, you know, help cook the potatoes and brown them better. Now the potatoes are almost getting there, but not yet. But you can see the browning is coming in and they really look good. So yeah, I checked here and they're beginning to soften, but not quite there yet. So cover again and keep cooking. And now I think the potatoes are ready. So now we are going to add garlic and a little bit of cilantro, you know, for flavor and aroma. So yeah, we're just gonna fry this a little bit until the garlic browns a little bit and does its magic on the potatoes. That's it. Now we are ready to return everything that we took out earlier and make this a one-pot dish. Yeah, so add in the chicken and the onion mix. By the way, I learned this recipe from a certain chef. His name is D.Y. Naina. He's also a Kenyan. Yeah, and I tried the recipe out. My family and I loved it, and I've been trying it out since. So I decided to make it too. It is such a delicious recipe. Yeah, so just mix everything, cook it a little more, but not for too long, maybe 2 minutes, and then sprinkle the rest of the cilantro in and mix it in there. And at this point, your dish is ready to serve. But I did cook it for a little more, maybe just a single minute, sprinkle the rest of the cilantro that I had left. And yeah, after stirring that in, the dish is ready to serve. So now we are gonna plate the meal. It's a very balanced meal because you have the chicken in there, the potatoes, the onions, and with all the spices we added, I can't tell you the aroma of this dish. It is amazing. And the taste, you can't even tell which are the potatoes, which is the chicken. It's just awesome. So that's what the dish looked like in the end. And you can have this for lunch, for dinner. You could add other sides to it, but this dish in itself is a complete meal and it was delicious. I'm not lying. So yeah, as you can see, the potatoes are well done. I just wanted to cut them here to show you what they felt like. They are al dente. They are not overcooked or anything, but at the same time they are not raw. And that's the chicken. It's well browned, very juicy on the inside. So yeah, even though my goal was just to show you what the dish looked like, I couldn't help myself and I started attacking the dish before I took it to the table. But yeah, this is just to show you that it's so awesome. I really hope you try this dish. You can switch out a few of the ingredients, it's okay. And yeah, that is it. See you in another video. Thank you and bye-bye.